Consulting the Nine. The Nine. Yeah. It's Reset Tuesday. It's Reset Tuesday. Come and playing, 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 come and play some Destiny with It's Reset Tuesday. Why don't you come and play Destiny? Come and play, 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 come and play Destiny with me. On this Tuesday. What's poppin'? What's poppin'? What's poppin'? It's your boy B Green, and yes, you can tell by the intro, you can tell by the title. Reset Tuesday, baby. And we back at it, like bad habits. What's poppin'? We got an exciting week this week. We got the first official episode rollout of, well, no, last week was the episode rollout for Echoes. This week is the first week of continuation, right? I've been seeing a lot of folks kind of in the overwhelming positive talk involving the Final Shape. You know, people gonna do what people do. So of course they gotta find something wrong with something. And one of the common things I'm seeing is some discourse on the episodes feeling just like the seasons. And I've asked this question a bunch of times to some Destiny players I know. And I was like, did Bungie at any point say seasons and episodes are going to be 100% different? Because I was always under the impression that the slow drip rollout is the only way they can do it to keep people engaged for an entire season. Obviously, the recourse to that is sometimes people fall out of interest, right? But the alternative would be everyone, just like the Destiny community tends to do, burns through all of the content week one, and then they're left with 2 months of, well, what's next? There's nothing to play. There's nothing to do. So I'm interested to see what exactly happens, but I've always been a proponent of bring on the drip feed. If I can play Destiny, if I can focus on the things I want to focus on weekly and not have to be focused on forcing myself to play the game because I did everything already, I'd prefer that approach. So if I got to spend 4 hours a week playing new weekly content versus 40 hours in the first week to do everything, then I would prefer to do it that way. Obviously, the alternative is you don't got to do any of that. But when given the option, when seasons of TV shows release all at once, right? What do people do? What do they do? Do they show restraint and make sure that they segment the seasons off so they have enough content over the course of the next year? No, absolutely not. Most people burn through it the first night, the first weekend. Some people take a couple weeks, but for the most part, if you give people the option to gorge, people are going to do what people do, and that's gorge. And unfortunately, sometimes we got to be protected from ourselves. I get it. I get the other side. I get the other side. But I'm just giving my personal opinion on what I prefer. So, anywho, It is Reset Tuesday, right? So we know what that means, okay? That means we're going to be heading back to Nessus, which is cool because I haven't been in Nessus in a couple days. I still got to get the chest piece from the hunter set of Echo's armor, you know, the samurai joint. I want to put together a nice set, but I haven't had the opportunity to as of yet. Most of my time the last few days have been spent trying to get the witness done, trying to get Salvation's Edge destroyed. Your boy was successful last night, was able to drop the witness, which was cool, but unfortunately my encounters were broken. I didn't do first and second encounter. I hopped in a group that was on their third encounter. We did that, and then everyone zoned out for the fourth encounter. So in an attempt to try to salvage somewhat of the week before the reset, I hopped on to do encounter 5, the witness, and was able to get it done in a couple hours, which was cool. It was cool. I have the know-how gusto. I was actually going to finish the fourth encounter this morning, but maintenance started, I guess, somewhat early. It kicked us all to space, and we were never able to get back on. So, let's talk about Pathfinder. Pathfinder, I've, you know, and it's always tough because we know how algorithms are. We know how anecdotal evidence is. So I don't obviously see, and I'm only one person, so I can only speak for myself. But the overall consensus that I feel like I'm seeing is the Pathfinder and the Pale Heart is amazing because you can bang, go to your destinations. It's right there. Hit it. Cool. And then you on your way. The Pathfinder and other ritual activity, or not ritual activities, pinnacle activities aren't receiving the same love because of how arduous it is to get to them, to find them. And I can see that. I can see that. You should be able to get to your Pathfinder in the minimal amount of steps as possible. Just like it was for me, touchpad, L1 bounties, right there, right? What I will say is I've ran into a unique issue with Pathfinder that I didn't have prior to this season. I want to know, has anyone else had this problem? Because Pathfinder right now is one of the best ways to get seasonal experience, I don't finish Pathfinder, I don't reset them when I get done at the end. When I reach the pinnacle or the exotic ergo sum, I get there and then I come back and I fill in the nodes that I didn't do to get the XP. Problem I'm having is I'm forgetting before reset to reset or claim said pinnacle or exotic. I left one ergo sum sitting there. I just didn't claim it because I didn't want to reset I left one ergo sum on my Pathfinder for the Pale Heart, and I left one reset on my Pathfinder for one pinnacle for my Pathfinder for the Vanguard one. So I'm interested to see if anyone else has had that issue, that problem. Maybe that just needs to become something we get better at remembering, you know, just like we got to remember to hand in bound, but the bounties is right there, right? It's kind of hard now. And then even if you do forget to hand in your bounties once they're completed, right, you can still hand them in after the reset, right? So I just don't like the idea that I'm actively finishing stuff and I'm being punished by, I guess, trying to do it completely. Yeah. But anywho, as you can see, we're contacting Destiny servers. That stuff is that stuff, you know, as is the huge when it comes to post reset. This week coming up, I have a couple goals, but one of my goals is to 100% start to finish, hopefully in one sitting, complete Salvation's Edge. And it's not from a Jesus, come on. And it's not from a lack of know-how. I mean, when you look at all the roles in the encounters, right? I have a concept on, let's start from start to finish. First encounter, every role, know how to do. Cool. Second encounter, never done it. Never done it. Get the concept, right? You get another different ordinance or resonance, excuse me. Someone gets the favor. That person has to knock the head off the John. They got to also see which conductor has which in it. You got to deposit the right one. Do DPS with swords. Cool. The third encounter, did it. I've only played front plate, so I've never played back plate in terms of the switching. So, but conceptually, I understand that. Fourth encounter, Verity, your boy knows it. I know it. It's just, that's one of those. That's just one of those encounters where everyone needs to be on everyone needs to be on their game, and if you ain't on your game, it falls apart because all it takes is one person not to, and then you get pulled, and then all of a sudden you're like, I never did it inside room, I don't know what to do, you know, which is kind of cool. I like that. I like that aspect of it. In the fifth final encounter with the witness, I was relegated to ad duty. I would not by choice. I was told, hey, we just need you to clear ads, and I was like, listen, I will clear ads with the best of them. With the best of them. It's just I love seeing my my content, the content creators I follow for Destiny being also stuck in in the loading screens. Makes me feel better about my situation, you know. But there was an interesting strat being done last night that I guess supposedly allows for a more consistent getting to DPS. It was a 4-2 split, right? So it was 4 ad clearers, 2 on left, 2 on right, 2 runners, and it involved a 50-50 mechanic, right? I think it's the idea that the resonance you get in the armlet you shoot, you have a 50-50 chance of it being the correct one when you shoot it. So I guess the idea was just do that and spawn the extra arms, use the extra ad clear to keep you safe, and then get that added attention and time on the running part. We did it a few different ways, and it worked. That's how we dropped the witness. But I'm interested to see what that I'm interested to see that mechanic done optimally, if that makes any sense. Optimally. I saw a few things floating around on different ways to get the damage quicker, but they were quickly refuted. So as we sit here and we wait, I'm playing with my magnets. See my magnets? Yeah, these are my magnets. Playing with my magnets. How y'all doing today? Y'all doing good? I hope y'all are. Hope y'all doing amazing. Beautiful people. Contacting Destiny servers. Contacting Destiny servers. Destiny servers. Yeah. So we're just chilling. We're just chilling. Doing what we can do, how we do it. Hope everybody's having a wonderful week thus far. You know, your boy's maintaining. This is, as a business owner, chicken code. I got the chicken code. The chicken code. So as somebody who has who runs his own business, who works with clients in different industry, you find yourself sometimes that's not the word I want to use. That's the word I want to use is you find yourself, I'm not going to say at the whim, because you were never at the whim of the client, while always technically being at the whim of the client. But you do find yourself in situations where you got to make sure you know how to get it out the mud if the mud needs getting gotten. So, we're at that point of the year where a lot of businesses, a lot of industry are starting to assess things for the fiscal, see what the numbers are, see what their budgets are, things like that. And because of that, if you're someone who deals with marketing, with commercials, with the creation of said stuff, that stuff kind of gets put on the back burner because, hey, listen, we trying to make numbers number. We trying to make numbers number. And if you ain't somebody who can sustain that, maybe somebody who planned for it because you made your, maybe more popping seasons, you did what you had to do and you got that money tucked to the side, then that's the move. What I like to do with little times like this is I like to make sure my stuff is on point, so whether that's starting to do some groundwork for a new demo, reaching out to past clients that I've had interactions with, seeing how they're doing, see if they got any upcoming projects, just check on them, do things like that, make sure I ain't got no checks floating out there, things like that. So you got to make sure you stay on top of that, because if you don't, you gonna drive yourself crazy when all of a sudden you gonna find your inbox empty and wondering where all the work is. Just saying. So hopefully we can get this going, and we can get this going soon. Like I said, there's things I want to do. Kind of miss Failsafe. I ain't seen Failsafe in a minute and 3/4. So we gotta go see what Failsafe up to, what Failsafe is doing, how Failsafe is moving, things like that. And we chilling. We are chilling. Listen, we dealing with a heat wave right now. It is crazy. Summer is officially here in the next couple days. What is it? I think June. Hey Siri, when does summer start? Thursday. Yeah, it starts Thursday, right? It starts Thursday. Boo, 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 boo. 93 degrees. 93 degrees. Uno momento. So that was my landscaper asking me to move my vehicle because he has to drop off some stuff. So I'm a BRB. Let's let this connect though. All right, we're gonna let it connect. Oh. Man, this thing still ain't connect. Jesus. What's that? Your package is here. My package is where? I was just outside. I ain't see none get delivered. Santa Monica. Oh. I bought I don't know if you guys have been paying attention to the recent wave of what's that called? Of the AI devices, like the AI assistants, stuff like that. I recently purchased the Rabbit R1 under the guise that it would be the perfect assistant to help me handle things, manage things. And oh my god, we're contacting Destiny 2 servers. Ugh. This is gross. This is gross. What is happening here? You know what I gotta do? Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Hold up. Okay, why this doing this? I don't even know why I'm doing it. Video output. Okay. Alright, hold on one second. Hold on one second. I'm gonna stop the stream. I gotta adjust something because dun, dun. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. All right.